Good morning. Okay. Good evening, guys. This is Pete Asmus. Today is, man, this is so messed up. All right, we're going to try this again. I do not know what's going on with this. All right, so welcome everybody to Journey to Success. Today is August 25th, 2013. I am your host tonight. My name is Pete Asmus, and I'm really excited about what we're going to be talking about specifically tonight on Journey to Success. And in this series, it's unlocking your reality. So we're going to really be talking about two different things tonight, guys. We're going to be talking about one, the brand new goal tracking system that I talked about last week, and then really kind of am growing this thing even more because again, going back to um, why I started, oh, you can't even see my screen, why I started doing Coast to Coast in the first place, which was to reach out and help people. And so when I started doing Journey to Success, it was all about goals, getting you guys to start accomplishing your goals. The problem is like with anything in life, everybody gets all hyped up, all excited. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, let's do this, let's do this. And then what happens? Well, inevitably, life happens. It kicks you back in the face and you go, oh, I don't have time. I'm going to do that tomorrow. But and then here we are on Tuesday and then Wednesday. And then all of a sudden it's Sunday again. And you guys were listening to me and nothing really got accomplished. And so I really, last week, I was kind of frustrated. And so I threw out there, you know what, I'm going to create something. And the more I started thinking about it, the more excited I got about what we were actually doing. And I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is super easy for anybody that's, listening on a podcast, not a problem. All you need to do is go to c2creia.com/goals, GOALS, and then another forward slash. When you punch that in, if you guys are following along with me here on the webinar, right up here, Journey to Success 21. That's this episode that we're recording right now. So I'm going to explain in this episode how to utilize this program. You go here, it'll, this talks about the 2-week program. It's absolutely free, giving you encouragement. So what you do is you input your name here, first name, your last name, your email, your goal. Now, guys, when you put your goal in, don't be stupid about this. Don't take it lightheartedly either. And what I mean by that is, don't put in here you want to make $1 million, man. Come on, you're wasting my time. You're wasting your time. All right. What you should be doing, if you wanted to make $1 million, say that is your goal. Okay, but you're not going to be able to do that next 2 weeks, right? So let's start chopping things down. Well, let's get you to your first, I don't know, say $5,000, right? And then we can work up from there. So what you would want to put in your goal here is either, I want to make $5,000, or I want to wholesale 2 properties, or I want to do 3 contract for deeds, whatever it is. But whatever that goal is, you put that specific goal in here, something that could be accomplished in 2 weeks. Now, you're not going to be able to flip a house in 2 weeks. And you might not even be able to make $5,000 in 2 weeks if you don't have your whole system set up. So the first thing that you would want to do is get a house under contract. That would be your 2-week goal. Does that make sense? You want to flip a property, you want to wholesale a property. The first thing you need to do, guys, to get that to happen is to get one under contract. If you don't have a property under contract, you don't have anything to work with. So let's get that to happen, which means our first goal would be to get a property under contract. So you would put that right in there. All right. Now, what is your why? This is important, guys. You need to think about this. When you guys fill this out tonight, think about what you're writing. Don't just put, what is your why? Oh, I just want to make a lot of money. No, that's not a reason. That's not a good answer. And you're wasting your time again. When I say find a good why, I mean, look, Pete, I have 2 children that I don't want to grow up in the same way that I grew up. Pete, I have a mother that I have a father that, is getting old, and I want to make sure that I can take care of them. Pete, I've got a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever it is that I want. Look, I'm talking about what is in your heart. That's what we're reaching for. All right. That's what we're going in and going after. And that's what you're going to write down in your why. That why, guys, is the thing that when I'm saying, what are you doing today? And you go, oh, I was going to take the day off. And I'm like, no, man, you're not taking the day off. You are going to get up and go make something happen. You're going to go out and make some calls. that you guys are going to go, man, all right, well, I don't want to, but you're right. When I think about my child, when I think about my father, when I think about my mother, my partner, whatever, it's something that I want to do to make a difference. And so you're realizing that that why is going to be something significant. And it's important that you put it out there. Now, the why I will utilize a little bit, like on the 7th day, at the end of the first week, we're going to check you and see if that why was enough. On the seventh day of this program, you're going to get an email that says, hey, look, where are you at? Are you close enough to that goal? Are you moving forward? If not, your why is not strong enough. Time to redo it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You realize that you guys are going to sit there and consistently make excuses on why you can't do something until you create a big enough wedge to cause pain. To cause pain to move forward, to move in any direction, but to get the hell out of the spot that you're in. The worst thing for most of you guys is the feeling of security, is feeling safe. Well, you know what? I'm good. I got a job. I don't need to do anything. I'm fine. I'm okay, Pete. I've got a job that makes me, I get paid $5,000 a month. I'm good. You aren't good, because I guarantee if that job goes away, you're in trouble. Now, here's the question. That job goes away. What skills do you have to recreate that $5,000 a month that you need? Do you have to go out and find another job? If that's the case, that could be a problem. And I'm sure you know what I mean. Look at all the people that are moving back and living with their parents. Look at the 27, 28, 30-year-olds. I mean, my gosh, Kim Kardashian lived with her mom. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, she doesn't have any money problems, but you have to realize that when you guys are going after a dream, if you guys are comfortable, you're not going to be moving. When you have that pressure on you that, hey, man, something's got to happen. You got to make money. You got to create a solution to something. That's when you stay up late. That's when you're working hard. That's when you're up and you get 3-4 hours of sleep, for 2 or 3 days in a row, because, man, you are pumped and you are so excited. I am so jacked up about getting this goal completion program done. And the other thing is I need a name for this, because goal completion program sucks. I don't think that's a good name at all. GCP, maybe? I don't know. We got to come up with some kind of name. Maybe you guys can help me come up with a name as well. But what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to create solutions for you guys. So here's what I thought. Look, if I create a free program, and I mean, this has taken quite a bit of work to do, by the way. This isn't just, it's not just something simple. I don't do anything like that. I don't know, man. It's weird. I saw Jobs this weekend, and I'm going to tell you, man, that movie, it really put a lot of what I'm doing into perspective. Like, all of the things that I care about, these small little details, the way that it looks on the screen, the way that, we're interacting with you, all of that stuff is super important to me. And I am doing it for free. You know what I mean? Because this is a passion for me, is to reach out and help other people. And I know that typically, most of the time, the reason that you guys are failing, that you're failing to move forward, is because you lose sight, you lose focus. So that's what this is going to help do. It's going to help refocus you. You put in your goal, every day you're getting an email. Every day you're getting an email with a task to do. And all you've got to do is keep completing these tasks, and you don't have to try and worry about how the pyramid was built. You don't have to try and worry about all the intricacies that go into what causes the light to actually turn on when you flip the switch. You just have to go in and flip the switches. Don't worry about all the back end stuff. It'll all happen. It'll all occur as you move forward. So the whole reason and the way that I created this program was to just keep getting you to move through steps, right? So the first thing is, look, create a list of 5 things that you need to do to help you move towards your goal. That's the first thing you do today. When you do that, here's what's going to start happening. You're going to start completing things, and you're going to start to feel good when you complete things. And we're going to start to create a habit in you of doing that. And the more you do it, the better it's going to feel, and the more you're going to go after getting that completion feeling. And as that starts to occur, what you're going for, the whole idea of real estate or whatever it is that you're going for right now, your goals, they're going to start to become apparent. Why? Because as you're doing these things, you're going to be involved in the process. And when you're involved in the process, that's when ideas, that's when geniuses, that's when that flash of genius happens, is when you're doing it. It doesn't happen when you're sleeping and not thinking about it. It doesn't happen when you're out goofing around. It happens when you're in the middle and trying to make a difference in whatever strategy you're looking at, when you're actually involved in the process. That's how you see what works and doesn't work. That's how you see what you can do. But you have to be doing something. So look, if real estate is real scary for you and all these other steps are too big for you to take right now, we're creating a system that's going to help you take smaller steps, but steps that are going to hold you accountable. Look, when you make this list, when you put your goal up, you got to go on our page and blast that out. You got to put it up there that, hey, you have accepted the challenge and you are now going after your goal. Why? Because the more people you tell it to, the more people will hold you accountable. That accountability is what's going to move you to the next level of you. Because sometimes we will work harder for other people than we will for ourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help facilitate that for you. I'm going to help get you into a position where you've got 100, 1,000 people looking at you and what you're doing. Now, that may not feel comfortable at first, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not trying to make you feel comfortable. I'm trying to make you successful. And there is a difference. Because I don't care what you feel like going through the process. Nobody cared what I felt like going through the process. Nobody ever checked on me and said, hey, are you doing okay? Do you feel all right? Huh? Do you need us to fluff up your pillow or do you need a back rub? Hell no, that doesn't happen. So wake up. Realize that nobody cares if you're in a good mood or a bad mood. What do they care about? What do you look like? What kind of mood do you look like you're in? Do you look like you're in a bad mood? Because if you do, I'm not talking to you. But if you look like you're in a good mood, now you're going to get things to happen. So what I'm telling you is the situation, like we talked about last week, the situation you're in, don't care. And nobody else does either. You don't. When you think about everybody else, are you sitting there worried about, oh my God, I wonder how they're going to do this? No. And I'm just being real here for a second. So don't bring all of your problems to the game and think that everybody else wants to help you solve your personal issues. They don't. So keep them to yourself. Tuck them in. Put your head down. All right? Don't focus on them. What you need to focus on is how do you get to where you want to go? What you need to focus on is getting into that hyper-focus ability, that beeline, and not letting anything else get in the way of you accomplishing your goals. This system, this program that we're developing is going to help assist you in that. Now, it's not going to do it for you, right? Because it's not going to make your goals. It's not going to go out there and make phone calls for you. It's not going to go out there and do a rehab for you or find a comp or find a CMA. It's not going to do any of that. Realize that. What it's going to do is keep you on the forefront of what you need to do. We're going to keep reminding you. We're going to keep letting you know what it is. Hey, this is what you said you wanted to do. So let's get on that. What are you doing right now to work towards that goal? That's what we're talking about. Now, just a quick question here. You know, I've got like 25, 30 of you guys on right now. Does this sound like something that would help you? Does this sound like something that you feel like, hey, you know what? I could use this. Because here's the best part of it. It can work with any strategy. It can work with anything that you're doing, down to even schoolwork. I mean, you could get your kids jumping on this as well. Kids that are in high school, have them fill out and do their goals. Are they trying to bring their goals up? Are they trying to do anything? You know what I'm saying? Bring them on and have them fill this out. Get your family involved. Get your friends involved. Share this on your page and say, hey, look, I'm doing my goals. You get involved too. This is just like go make it happen or go make something happen. This is just like that movement that we're doing with the wristbands. It's the same effect. The more people we get involved, just like with the wristbands, look, if you start getting your friends to wear the wristbands too, and you start getting them to change the way they think, it's only going to make your life better. Do you understand that? If you go and get 10 wristbands and you put them on all 10 of your or 9 of your closest friends, and you get them to commit with you to start changing the words that you use, changing the way that you start thinking, I guarantee you in 90 days, your lives, all 10 of them, will be significantly different. It just will be. It will be. Why? Because you're not going to be trying to do anything anymore. You're not going to be attempting. You're not going to be shoulding anything. You're not going to be shoulding all over yourself, right? I should do this. I should do that. I should do this. You won't be able to say that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to get accountability. As much as this part sucks, as much as this isn't what we want, because we don't want to look like a failure. We don't want to look like we didn't attain our goals. Man, there's no way you're going to attain them if you don't start sticking your neck out there and risking it. Risk your whatever, your pride. Risk your ego. Risk it all. Because until you start learning to risk it and to go for it with no contingencies, go for it with no, what ifs and all that other BS that you guys try and throw in there, until that happens, you're constantly going to be limiting yourself and you're never going to reach your potential. Not even close. Not even close. Because you're constantly putting blocks and roadblocks and walls and clouds and fog and anything else that can trip you up from moving forward, you're slamming in your way. Because for some reason you think it's safe. But I'm telling you, nothing is safe. The only thing that is guaranteed is your ability to move forward. Because if you choose to, you can. You can't control him. You can't control her. You can't control anybody else around you. What you can do, my friend, is control you. So, if you want to start getting more out of life, if you want to start having a better life, which you do, that's why you're listening right now. So knowing that, then you need to, make sure you have a wristband on, guys. It's $3. Come on. You know I'm not getting rich off this, right? You understand that the whole concept of this is to help you. This is what they cost. I mean, it's not like they're $3 and we'll mail them. And if you don't have $3, email me. I'll send you one for free. It's not about the money to me. It's about you changing your life. Now, what that entails, that means you've got to get your friends involved in this. It isn't just you. You're trying to do this by yourself is an impossibility. You are not going to attain things on your own. You need people around you. Now, you can't force them to do anything, but you need them to accomplish your goals. Does that make sense? I mean, I hope I'm making sense to you guys right now, because I feel like, man, I feel like I am on a roll. I feel like I'm really digging deep right now, and hello, and I'm really touching some really good points on what we're going after here. And when we're talking about goals, guys, when we're talking about reaching success, it has to do with the people that you hang around. If you hang around a bunch of losers, I'm telling you right now, as much as this sucks to say, but you're not climbing out of that crab pot. You're not getting out of the bucket, because they're all in there with you. And the moment you try and climb out, they're grabbing your leg and pulling your butt right back down into that bucket. You need to get out of that, which means you need to either change the people that you hang around so that they're more like-minded like you are, or you need to change the people that you hang around so that they're more like-minded like you are. Do you understand what I'm saying? You either need to change the people or you need to change the people. But one way or another, they're going to have to change. Now, we'd rather them change, right? So that we can have them around us and in our life. But if not, well, then we can make the change. Now, that sucks to say, and it's hard to say. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to fly high, you cannot be tethered to the ground by negativity. by incompetence, by people who don't believe in you. Because whether you think it or not, I'm telling you right now, they keep, blowing blow darts, right, at your big balloon. It's going to eventually start losing some air. So you need to ensure that you're around the right people. Now, I think the wristbands are a great way. Look, if they take the challenge with you, that's perfect. Because now you know that now you're impacting their life. And that's one of the steps to success is you've got to start helping other people. So why not help them achieve and do what you want to do? Why not help them get a better life? Help them get a better life through thought. You guys have got to be seeing this by now. I mean, a lot of you guys are on here. This isn't your first time listening. This is like your, 20th time listening. So I know that I'm affecting your minds. I know that I'm affecting the way that you're thinking, that I'm creating a better outlook for you, that I'm creating hope in your life. And I don't mean hope like I hope I get it done. I mean hope like I now believe that I can do this, because we all need that hope. I'm telling you, I think that's what credit card companies, big government, you want to get all crazy, like, philosophical. I think what the big, the big government or the man, right? The man, what their big goal is to take hope away, is to strip your belief that you can do whatever you want. And so that you start accepting what is in front of you. You accept the fact that, hey, I guess I do make $10 an hour. I guess I do make $15. I guess I don't get to build my own dream. I have to build his. Man, forget that. Listen to me. Forget that. You are amazing. You guys have been at your jobs and somebody's told you what to do and you're like, man, you're an idiot. I know how to do this better. Why don't you listen to me? I know you guys have been in that situation. That's why you're here. That's why you want more. Because you know you are better than your current situation. Not that you're better than your job, but that you're better than your current situation. So you're willing to do whatever it takes to maneuver and to catapult yourself out of this position and into the next. It's about respecting where you're at, understanding it, and jumping from there. But it's about ensuring that your support system is solid. And that's going to come down to your friends. And I'm telling you right now, Facebook is a fantastic way. There's all kinds of people waiting to tell you that you're doing something wrong. So go ahead and tell them that you want to do something and watch how many people will sit there and watch you and make sure you do it. But hey, that accountability is a good thing. That accountability keeps you on track. What are you going to be, a secret? You're going to be a secret do-gooder? You're going to be a secret. I'm going to change my life secretly. So nobody knows? So nobody knows what you're doing, the good that you're doing? That's crazy. That just means that you're too afraid to put your neck out there because you think that you can't do it. And so you're so scared that you're not going to tell. That's like when people, they get involved in real estate investing, right? And then they don't tell any of their friends. They don't tell their mom, their dad, their wife, nobody. They don't want to tell anybody. Why? Because they don't really believe they can do it. And they know that the moment they open their mouth, everybody else is going to say you can't do that too. Now, that's different than being around a bunch of negativity, right? When I say, look, I bring it up and everybody around me says, oh, that's stupid. Nobody's making money in real estate. That's retarded. Da 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 da. That, okay, I'm cutting rope, right? I'm bailing ship. I'm not going to talk to them about it anymore. Because they don't believe in that strategy. They don't believe in hope. They don't believe in a better future. If I say I'm going to do real estate investing and they all go, oh man, you're an idiot. You never finish anything. You never follow through with anything. I always hear that. That's different, right? That you better be willing to take. Because there's a reason people are saying that. It isn't because you always follow through with what you say. Is it? No. It's because you never do. If that's what they're saying, I'm telling you right now, if when you open your mouth and say, I'm going to do this, if everybody around you goes, oh my God, yeah, whatever, that's your fault. Because when I say that, I don't get that. Not anymore. When I say I'm going to own a board game, my friends don't go, yeah, okay, whatever. Man, that would be nice, huh? Yeah, and a big giant boat and da da da. I don't get that because people know when I say something, I'm serious. And we do own a board game now. So it is reality. What is different between me saying something and you saying something? Why do the people I hang around with think differently when I make a statement like that compared to if you were to make a statement like that? Now, if they believe in you, then you're following through with your actions. If they don't, that's you. It's not them. It's you. You've caused years of doing the same type of routine, trying something, quitting, trying something, quitting, trying something, quitting, that everybody around you is like, why be a support staff? Every time we've been a support staff, he bails before we do. I'm not going to get involved again in one of his another harebrained schemes. Now, I guarantee you that people that go for it and fail, they don't hear that either. I've had businesses that failed, period. They didn't work. Just wasn't it? It is what it is. But I don't have people all around me going, yeah, whatever, you're going to try this and it's not going to work. I had people jumping going, man, how can I be involved? Because they see my passion behind it. They see what I'm doing to create it, and they want to be part of that. Are you kidding me? I'm like a force to be reckoned with. Why? Because I believe that. Me. It all starts with me. It all starts with you. So, when I say you need to share this with your friends, I'm serious. You need to share it with your friends. If your friends are negative about the strategy, about life, forget them. If your friends are negative about you and your commitment, don't forget them. You need to own up and you need to show them and tell them it's going to be different. And then show them how it's going to be different. Now, what could help you? I'm telling you right here, right? GCP, goal completion program in the house. Let's take some of that. It's so easy. Your name, I mean, man, your first name, last name, email, what your goal is, and your why. And then what you need to do is share that with 10 other people and get 10 other people to get on this goal program with you. Why not? You know 10 people that want to do some kind of goal. Maybe it's lose weight. Who cares what it is? It doesn't matter what they're going after. The point is for you to create a support system so that you're supporting their goals and they're supporting your goals. Does that make sense? I mean, what do you guys think? Does this sound like a good idea to any of you? Is anybody excited about what I'm talking about? Because I'm excited about what I'm talking about right now. I mean, seriously, part of the reason I love Journey to Success is because I come up with some crazy ideas. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys sucking at sending me your goals, as much as that is horrible to say, but if it wasn't for you guys being horrible at sending me your goals and then following through with it, I would have never come up with this. It was because I'm living in the situation. It was because I'm in it. I'm in the action. I'm in the trenches with you, trying to create a better opportunity and outcome for you. And so I'm in here with you, seeing what's going on, taking fire, going, man, this sucks. How do I get them to see what I'm saying? How do I get them to react and to respond? And it's like, all right, let's go into the Rubik's Cube. Let's start spinning this problem. Let's turn into Pete, the creative problem solver. How do I fix this? And then I realized, man, if I could talk to them, every day, that would probably help, right? If I could reach out to them every day, I'm sure I could impact their life in a better way. And here's the thing, you got to sign up for it, right? Because I'm not going to send an email to you guys every day. You guys will freak out and call me, tell me I'm spamming you. And all of a sudden I'll get being blasted on Facebook that, don't do anything with Pete. The guy won't leave you alone. That's not what I want to do. I just want to put you on my back and lift you up and help you get to the promised land, help you get to your dream. But that's going to involve you doing work too. And that's going to involve getting the people around you. Look at Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition, right? If you've never watched that show, watch that show. He goes into their house and strips their whole house and gets their family involved, their friends involved. Why? Because for them to be successful, they need a powerful support staff. God's staff. They need a powerful support system. They need the support of their family, of their friends. So do you. So get them involved. If you have to spend $25 to buy wristbands for everybody to get them interested, man, how much? Seriously? Like that's a lunch. And if it's not worth it to you, then hey, man, success, I guess it's not worth it to you. If you getting them to sign in and do this goal completion program and talking to them about why this is good for them and try and improve if you improve their life, if you improve 10 of your friends' lives around you and got them involved with this goal program, right? And got them involved and you improve their life, do you not think that they would be trying to do something to get back and repay you? Don't you think they would be doing something to now you've got 11 people, or I'm sorry, 10 people trying to improve your life. How amazing is that? Think about that for a second. That goes back to one of my signatures that I used to have. And it's really a philosophy that one of my core philosophies. If you focus on helping the people around you will focus on helping you. Listen to me. If you focus on helping those around you will focus on helping you. And it goes right back to what I'm saying right here, which is, look, if you guys help your friends achieve their goals, if you help them and it doesn't look what's cool about this is it's not an MLM. You're not asking them to come jump and get involved in something, right? So you can help their life. No, you're saying, look, guys, jump in, do this goal completion program. It's a 2-week program. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to lose weight, it's going to help you do that. If you want to eat better, it's going to help you do that. If you want to start going to the gym more, it's going to help you do that. If you want to get better at math, it's going to help you do that. If you want to get better at speaking another language, it's going to help you do that. If you want to wholesale a deal, it's going to help you do that. If you want to swim better, it'll help you do that. It'll help you. This program will help you get better at whatever you want to get better at, whatever it is. So why not reach out and help other people so that you can see how they can help you? Because I'm telling you right now, the people around you in your life, they can affect you in a really positive way. They can really change your life. They can help you. But only, and I'm telling you this, only when they see you start helping them. When they see that you take their priorities, their goals seriously, and you're truly trying to help them, they're going to turn around and go, man, how can I help you? And if they don't, guys, it's going to be real easy to spot the people that aren't looking for a teamwork environment. Real easy. And those people, boom, kick them. See ya. They're gone, right? You don't need that. Look, I'm not going to sit there and be your slave either, okay? I'm not going to bust my butt and help you and then not get anything in return. That doesn't make sense at all. Like Sean, right? Sean is doing a killer job on our calendar. Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you guys right now what Sean's doing. I mean, it's amazing. And this is stuff that he's doing for free to help everybody else. He's got this that deal. When you guys look at our calendar, you can come on here, and if you click on Investing Coast to Coast, the radio show, right, on the Saturday, it takes you right to this page. It even takes you, he put a link in there so that you can click that link to go right through and listen to the radio show live. So, for me, that was insane that he did that. He's doing so much to help us. And so what are we doing? We're trying to help give back to Sean too. Sean does amazing things. He's a realtor in Phoenix. He is always looking for the best deal. So if you guys are looking for any properties in Phoenix, all you got to do is email Sean at Sean at c2crea.com, right? I think that's your email. But if not, just look him up on Facebook at Sean Schnoor, Schnoor, like newer, but with a sh in front of it, because we always got to tell him to shh. Oh, that was good, Sean. I know you're bitter right now that you can't be heard. And I know Susan's dying right now. But it is Sean Schnoor, and he's an amazing guy. So reach out to him. He also helps with spreadsheets and stuff. There are so many people involved in our organization and our group now that are really reaching out to help other people. If you guys are stuck somewhere, if you're having a problem with something, look, go on to C2C REIA or facebook.com/C2C REIA and join our page and ask us a question. Ask whatever question you want. In fact, you could do it even, you could take it a step farther than that. If you have a really good question, why not ask it and let us answer it on our radio show? That'd be a perfect place for us to answer it. It's easy too. Just call into 888-570-7464 and you can leave a message and ask your question. That's 888-570-7464. You can also email us at questions at c2cradioshow.com. That's questions at c2cradioshow.com. But, again, I guess I got kind of way off track here. But it's really important to me tonight. I really wanted to focus on the goals because, everything that I'm talking about, guys, this whole thing, everything that we're doing, we can go right back to Journey to Success and we can go into unlocking your reality. But if you guys don't apply action to what we're talking about, it's a waste of time. I mean, it's just entertainment at that point then. Does that make sense? It doesn't. I mean, you're not really going after anything. You're just kind of, it's like reading, nonfiction. You know what I mean? There's other novels, go read Twilight. I mean, we're trying to change lives here. And changing lives involves taking action. And sometimes, most of the time, taking action on something that you are not familiar with is uncomfortable. And guess what? That's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. I don't think I've ever said that before, but I want you guys to understand. It is okay to be scared. It's okay to be unsure. It's okay as long as you're moving forward. Because what's not okay, just like in a film, like in a scary film, right? The guy or the girl is running away from the killer and they run into the house, right? And then the killer walks in and they're like, oh my God, don't stay there, don't stay there. And they stay there, right? Because they're too afraid to move. And because they're too afraid to move, they get caught. Because they're too afraid to move and they can't think clearly, they get killed. And I understand that's just a movie, right? But think about your investing career. Think about your financial future like your life. And start banking on it like that. Start treating your financial future and your investing career like the breath that you take every day. What do I mean by that? I mean, you guys need to stop acting like this is some kind of, second part-time job BS crap. You need to understand that in the next 2 years, you're either going to be in the same situation that you are right now, or you're going to be somewhere different. And the difference is going to come down to your mindset right now and the path you choose to take. Are you going to work your ass off for the next year? Are you going to work 2 different jobs, 3 different jobs? Doesn't matter. Are you going to give up your personal life, your social life, your family? I'm telling you right now, it sucks to say it. I know you don't want to hear it. My family, Pete, what are you talking about? My family, I want to be with my family. Fantastic. So did I. But in the beginning, it wasn't like that. I had to give up a bunch. I had to sacrifice a bunch. I had to stay up till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I still do. You have to give things up to get it. But when you give it up now, and I'm telling you, man, the longer you wait, the worse it's going to be. You're not getting any younger. That time isn't going to come back. So you need to capture it now. Because what happens if in 6 months something bad does happen to you? What happens in 1 year if you do get something that's terminal? You're going to keep waiting. And then something's going to happen, and then it's going to be too late. Because you'll be gone, and your family won't be taken care of. And now they're going to be fending for themselves. And I'm telling you right now, if that's not a big enough why for you to get your ass off the couch and go make something happen, then I don't know what is. Because every time I picture my girls in my mind, man, I've got all the energy in the world to go make something happen. I mean, it's your life. You've got to choose to make it. You've got to choose to build it. Nobody is going to build it for you. I'm doing everything I can to help you. I'm giving you the tools. I'm putting them in front of you. But my God, you have got to do something with them. You've got to share them. You've got to use them. You've got to pick them up and make them a part of your life. I mean, I'm not kidding. I really do. I think about you guys all the time. All the time. You guys don't realize it. I can see everybody's name on this attendees list. I can see all of you guys. And I see Mike, Alex, Genevieve, Susan. I see everybody's name constantly in my head. I constantly see these names being scrolled through. And I want to reach out and help. I want to help impact your life. But I can only do so much. So I'm doing everything I can to make it even easier for you. I'm doing everything I can to create a solution for you that makes it attainable. That's like dirt. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make this all glossy and shiny. I'm trying to make it dirt that will sift through your fingers when you're reaching for it. And that's what the goal planning is going to do. It's so dumb. It's so basic when you break down that goals are the things that generate your future. They're the things that create your path. When people, I don't know if you guys ever heard of vectoring, right? When you vector something, it's basically plotting it out. That's what this is. Goals are you vectoring your life. Are you setting it up? Now, does that mean that that's the way it's going to happen for sure? Hell no. But if you don't start in a direction, you have nothing to jump off of. You're going to be that victim, that girl or that guy in the horror story that is running into that house like an idiot. And then lying underneath the table, being all quiet, right? Going, trying to hold their breath, right? Right? Because they're freaking out. You can't be quiet when you're scared out of your mind. You need to move. But I want you to understand, it's okay to be scared. It's okay. It's okay to not know what you're doing exactly. It's okay to not have a clear understanding of everything at first. What's not okay is to go and jump off a cliff and not look, right? That's not what I'm saying. I am not saying, you know what, I heard lumber was good. Let's go throw all our money into some lumber mill. Or hey, you know what? Oil's great. I'm going to go invest in a drilling machine and I'm going to look for oil underneath my property. I'm not going to do any kind of speculation or testing or anything. I'm just going to do it. Okay? That's stupid. I am not saying to do that. But I am saying that you need to get out of that analysis by paralysis. What I am saying is that you need to jump into action, that you need to get the hell out of the plane. I skydive, right? And there's times when people will come up to that door, all right? And they put their arms on the door and they look out the plane and they flip out. And they got like white knuckles going on that door and they're leaning out and they're looking out the door. They're looking out, but they can't let go. They can't let go because they're not sure of themselves. They're not sure of what's about to happen, and they're unclear of their future. And they're scared that they're going to die if they let go. And there's most of you guys are feeling that same thing right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up right behind you, and I'm going to grab your wrists, and I'm going to make you let go, and I'm going to push you out the door. Why? Because we've already checked your chute. Why? Because I'm attached to you. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. And trust me, I'm not dying. I'm pulling our chute. So let go and let's go. Oh, I like that. Let go and let's go, right? Parachute jumping. Let's do this. Because I'm telling you, the scariest point of a jump when you're skydiving, there's two scary parts. One, when you exit the plane. Two, when you pull your chute, right? Exiting the plane because you're going, holy cow, this is dumb. Why am I doing this? And two, when you pull the chute, you're going, man, please open with no issues. But the moment you let go and are outside of that plane, immediate euphoria. Immediate. I mean, immediate. It is the most amazing feeling to fly. And the moment you pull your chute and you see everything's good, it's all good too. And I'm going to tell you that it is more dangerous to drive your car on a freeway than it is to skydive. But why do we feel safer in a car? Because we have things around us. Because we have knowns. But in the air, when we're falling, we feel like we're out of control. When in all reality, you're the only one in control. When you're skydiving, it's only you. There's nobody else unless you're tandem. There's nobody else. So it relies on you. And what I want to share with you is that when you guys can learn to skydive, metaphorically, right? When you can learn to jump and let go, that's when you're going to start to have fun. Not only that, but that's when you're going to start to be successful. Because I'm telling you, every one of you wants to work with a successful investor that's having fun, right? Just so I'm clear, does anybody here want to work with a successful investor that hates what he does and is always pissed off? Anybody here want to do that? Anybody at all? I didn't think so, right? Why? Because we associate fun and success together. Not pissed off and success. We associate having fun, having a good time. And that's what we truly want to do. We all want to have a good time. Nobody wants to you know what? I can't wait to get up tomorrow and have a crappy day. Nobody wants that. We all want to have fun. And this is where it's all at. You guys need to focus on how you can reach out and how you can attain your goals. You need to share. I think I've said it 50 times and I'll say it 50 more. You guys need to share the philosophies that we're talking about right now with your friends. It's nothing that's weird. You're not asking them to join any kind of weird cult. All you're asking them to do is to start changing the way they think, to start changing their mindset, to create a better world. Look, if you don't think you can change your friends or the world, you won't be able to. I'm looking for the people that think they can. I want to work with people that are ready to make a better world, that are ready to make a better life, that are ready to start this grassroots movement and spread it like a virus across the country. That does good. That takes you guys spreading it though too, right? That takes you sharing it. So, every Sunday night, as we know, right? We do this every Sunday night. We have our little get together. We talk about goal planning and everything else. One of the things that, hello, there we go. When we talk about our goals, make sure whatever you guys are putting in, make sure that it's realistic. Make sure that you believe you can do it. And here's the cool part. You don't have to put up some crazy difficult goal at first, right? Let's do small goals. Let's start creating wins for you. All right? So we could put a first goal of being, hey, I want to lose 2 pounds in the next 2 weeks. And this is what I'm going to do to get them. And this is my why or whatever. You could start making small goals and start attaining them and building up. Now, don't do it so that it's that easy. You know what I mean? I'm going to brush my own teeth tonight. Woo! Yay! Right? Don't make it dumb like that. Make it challenging, but make it so that it's attainable. And then we can start increasing and upping the challenges. And we're also going to be I'm working actually on a next step or a next level goal program. That'll be a 90-day program. It'll be a lot more intensive though. So that way, look, if you guys want to take it to the next level, well, then I'll create a next level one. I'll create one that has more things in it, that has videos, that has emails, that has webinars, maybe a live event, things like that we can really, next level thinking. Maybe that's what we call it, next level thinking. I like that. What do you guys think? Next level thinking? And again, guys, I'm looking for ideas too for the name this coaching program or whatever this thing is. And any ideas that you guys have that you think might make it better. All right. So you can send them right there to pete@c2crea.com. That's pete@c2crea.com. You don't have to send me your goals anymore. All you have to do for the goals now is just go to c2creia.com/goals/ and you can put your goals right in there. It's that easy. That's not right still. So what I wanted to talk about tonight, we're going to go over unlocking your reality. The first chapter we talked about, the first week we talked about what was communication. You know, there's a lot of different types of communication. We've got verbal, nonverbal, and then implied or situational. Then we talked about verbal and how that impacts us, right? And I think it's probably the most important form of communication between you and yourself. But I think that nonverbal, number 3, nonverbal is the most important communication between you and others. All right. Other people aren't going to listen to your words as much as you. When you're talking to yourself, it's really kind of hard to have an attitude with yourself because you're kind of programming the whole thing. So that's kind of the cool part, though, and we're going to get into that tonight. And then we have your situation, right? Like just where you're at in life right now, man. You got to understand that. And understand that where you are is because you chose to be there. And that is hard for some people to hear. I didn't choose to be here. No, you kind of did. I'm in jail. I didn't choose to be here. Well, you kind of did. You kind of decided to do that. Now, if you were set up, okay, then that's something different. And we've got a 5% error. Okay. We got a 5% error rate. But for the most part, everybody is where they are. That doesn't mean you're happy. It just means that causing or changing where you are in your mind was more painful than being where you are, than staying put. Meaning that, if you were standing on top of a hot pavement, all right, with bare feet, now that would be stupid to stay there unless everything around it was metal with razor blades on it, right? Then it might be like, well, okay, out of those two choices, I can see why you stayed on that choice. So, we all have to understand when looking at anybody's situation and where they're at that look, that might have been the best alternative, the best option they had at the time. But what we're trying to do now is we're trying to change those options and improve those options, give you better options to choose from. I want you to have better opportunities. And so I think that's when we talk about your situation. Look, I want you to understand where you're at. And then I want you to understand how I'm going to come down and I'm going to launch you off of that spot. Now, I can only launch you. I can only press the green button, right? I can only press the launch button. You've actually got to go there and pull that thing back and wind up that spring and set the trap, whatever it is, and get on there to get launched. I can only hit go. You've got to do that other part. Now, I know that you want to do that other part. I know that you're intending on doing that other part. Here's what needs to change. If you haven't already gone on and put in your goals, you're not getting the point of this. Everybody here that's listening to me, you guys can all listen to me and go on your internet right now simultaneously. I know you're on your internet because that's how you're listening to me. Everybody here should have already gone on and put your goals in and your why. Because we already talked about this, and we're going to talk about it right now. There are bad words, guys. Words can change your life, your world, and your future. Words. The words that you use with yourself. Now, it can make your future better or worse. It can make your life better or worse. It can make the world you live in better or worse. What do I mean? Well, you can ask, how does my life suck? And you'll get answers to that. Or you can ask, how is my life incredible? And you'll get answers to that. It's all in the words that we choose to use. Now, what words do you guys use on a regular basis? Think about this for a second. I want everybody to tell me, what words do you guys use on a regular basis to describe yourself? And I don't mean when you talk to other people, because that's fake. I'm talking about when you talk to yourself. When you're talking to yourself, and don't act like you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but when you're sitting there, what kind of words do you use to describe yourself? Me, I use awesome. I use creative problem solver. I use hyper connector. I use words like that. Now, I know I've heard people use words like loser, failure. I can never get it right. An idiot, a dumbass, stupid, all kinds of bad words. I mean, that makes me sad. Like, legitimately, like right now, I'm pretty bummed out. And when you guys hear those words, I mean, seriously, don't you get bummed out? Doesn't that make you sad to hear those words over and over and over again? But when you start saying words like incredible, awesome, amazing, smart, sophisticated, intelligent, problem solver, creative, brilliant personality. When you hear those, I mean, seriously, haven't you guys got filled back up now? Don't you feel better? I do. But what words do you guys use on a frequent basis? And here's the thing. You guys aren't using words that you think are going to empower you. The words that you use on a regular basis are the ones that you feel comfortable saying. Understand what I just said. The words that you use to describe yourself on a regular basis are not the words that you're using intentionally to support yourself. Unless you started using my program already, it isn't. What I'm referring to are those words that are your comfort words. I'm an idiot. I'm fat. I'm stupid. You know what I'm talking about. I changed my comfort words to I'm awesome. I am a creative problem solver. What would Pete do? Right? I control my future. What would I do? If I were asking myself, if I were my own student, I've done this so many times. Man, just like all pissed off about what's going on and where I'm at right now. And I'm like, man, okay, look, if I was my student, if I came to me with this problem, what would I tell me to do? I'm like, all right, well, that's what I got to do. And then I do it. What would I do? You guys need to start asking yourself these questions. If somebody were asking me advice for this situation, what would I give them for advice? And then do what the hell you're saying. Does that make sense? Now, if you're an idiot, don't do that, all right? If somebody said, if you said, I wonder how I can make more money. You know what? I could rob a bank. I'm going to go do that. You deserve to be in jail and you should not be listening to my podcast, all right? I'm not saying go break the law. I'm not saying do anything like that. I am saying to start controlling your destiny. Start asking yourself questions and answering them. What is the impact of the words that you use all the time? Think about this. If you use the word, I am awesome, or Susan, I'm a badass, right? If Susan's saying, I'm a badass all the time, there's nothing she can do but start to become a badass, period. And if she tells everybody that she's around, I'm a badass, eventually, everybody that she's around is going to say she's a badass. If you want proof of this, look at Time. I think it's Time Magazine, or I don't know. One of them had the top 20 boxers of all time. And number one is, guess who? Muhammad Ali. And he probably wasn't necessarily the best because he had been beaten. And there were people that hadn't been beaten, that fought amazing people and were never beaten. But the man went around and told everybody, I am the greatest, right? Over and over and over and over and over. And you hear all these reporters going, you know what? He seriously was in the top 5, but because he kept saying he was the great, like everybody thinks he's the great. We all think he's the greatest. Now, he's only the greatest because it's Joe Frazier. If he didn't have somebody amazing to fight against, it wouldn't have been amazing. If he didn't consistently say how awesome he was, we probably wouldn't think he's as awesome as we do. because we don't feel that way about Joe Frazier. And Joe Frazier was a fantastic boxer. A lot of those boxers are. Believe me, the hype works as long as it's consistent and with intent. You can't just jump around and go, look, I'm the greatest. I'm gonna wholesale a deal. I'm the greatest. I'm gonna wholesale a deal. I'm the greatest. I'm gonna wholesale a deal. And you're jumping all over your house, right? And then the next morning you wake up and you're like, I don't get it, man. I still don't have any deals sold. Well, no shit, man. You're not doing anything. All you're doing is running around, jumping up and down, screaming something. That's not going to get it done. So you getting excited is only half the battle. The follow through is the other half. The making it happen. The go make something happen part of this is the second half. That's the half that you've got to realize. That's the half that you've got to jump on. That's the part that's going to make you and create your life. But you've got to take out all the excuses. I'm at my friend's house. We're at a birthday party, and I'm sitting in my van doing this. How many of these Sunday nights have I been somewhere else? Last week I was in Newport Beach. The week before, I think I was somewhere. I was in D.C. The week before that. I'm never where I wanted to be. I chose to have these things on Sunday because I thought Sunday nights I'll always be home. But I'm not. But I don't give up, and I don't quit. I keep doing them. And I keep doing them for you guys. And I'm here every Sunday night, just like Jonathan, just like Scarlett, just like Sean, Susan, Mike, right? Just like all of you guys. Just like everybody that's here every week. Seriously, there's like 35 people now. I can't list everybody. I'll be doing this all night. But you get the point. The point is that you guys are all here with me every week, that you guys are dedicated to me, so I'm dedicated to you. Now help us grow. Help you. Help me help you. Help me help you by helping this grow and get bigger. The more people we have involved in this movement, the more people we have involved in this, the more we can do. The better you're going to be. You get all 10 of your friends flipping houses with you and doing wholesales. You got 10 other people out looking for properties with you. How are you not going to do a deal? You don't have to have 100% of one. Why not have 10% of 10? Do you see what I'm saying? Because let me tell you what, that 100% of one, let's say you got one deal, all right? And off of one deal, it's awesome. You got one lead off of one deal. Now, because you're you, and because you get 100% of that deal, when you do the deal, you get 100% of that lead too. Man, fantastic. You are awesome. Good for you. High five, right? But what you're not seeing is if you were part of 10 deals, all 10 of those deals would have simultaneously referred one other person, which means now you're part of 20 deals and they all refer one other person. So now you're part of 40 deals. Now let go with me on this. So you went 10 to 20 in one step, 20 to 40 in two steps, 40 to 80 in three steps. Now you're part of 80 deals. All right? Or you do it all by yourself. And in three steps, you have three deals. 100% of three deals, though, so you should be rich, right? Because 100% of three deals is way better than 10% of 80 deals. Right? I mean, am I right or am I wrong? I'm just curious. Because this whole sense of loss shit is just blowing me away. This whole fear of loss, this whole, not living in abundance, man. What are you doing? Live in abundance. Help your neighbors. Help your friends. Do you want to be part of 80 deals or do you want to be part of 3? It's that simple. That's why I'm community-based. That's why I'm all about helping everybody around me. That's why I've got a lantern on my forearm as a tattoo for Coast to Coast, because I'm lighting the way. And all of you that all want to be on this ship with me, that all want to be on this journey with me, jump on, man. I've got room for every single one of you. And if you don't want to be involved, man, fantastic. I hope you do amazing. I really do. I hope you do I hope you do better than me. Because to me, how you do is completely irrelevant to my success. Meaning that just because you do well does not mean that I have to do bad. This is not a seesaw, guys. Do you understand? It is not a seesaw. If you do well, that does not mean that I suck. If you do well, that does not mean that I fail. If you do well, that does not mean that I don't get a deal, or my deal's worse, or my deal makes less money, or any of that. So why in the world would you be worried about competition from other people? Why would you be worried about others? You should be helping them, because again, I would rather have 10% of 10 deals and watch that flourish than be 100% of one. It just doesn't make sense. And so that's why I keep trying to share with you guys, to share this, to go out there and get other people involved with this program that we're starting right now. To go out and get other people, to get 10 of your friends involved in the program, the gold program, to get 10 of your friends involved with wearing the wristbands, or wearing rubber bands, man. Forget it. Don't wear my wristbands. It doesn't matter. I just like them because they remind you of what words are bad. But hey, use a felt tip pen and write on a big thick rubber band and put that on. It's just as good. It's the same concept. It's the whole thing of changing your mindset. And these words, that's what this wristband's all about. It's all about the words, right? Go make something happen. Go. You know, I'm so glad now that I didn't get makesomethinghappen.com, because originally that's what I started saying like months ago was guys, just, make something happen. Go make something happen. But I wasn't attaching them together. It was just make something happen. And when that was taken and I got go make something happen and then make something happen now, I like those because they were both action words, right? So they were telling you to do something. And I like go better than now because go means like go off and do it, right? Now means make it happen now, but you might, where do I do it here? Do I do it there? What do I do? I think go is a better action word. I think it's a better direction word. And so I'm really glad that I have that domain, go make something happen. And again, I'm trying to drive this point home, guys. Everything that I'm doing right now is all because I was in the middle, in the trenches, and getting dirty. It wasn't because I was in some office sitting over there going, what would be a good idea is I'm in this with you. I'm trying. Oh man, son of a. All right. I am in this with you. I am doing my best to bring you into this as well. I'm doing my best to show you why this is a good decision for you, to show you why this will help you. But you've got to see it. I mean, you've got to see it. I can't do anything more than what I'm saying right now. And, whoa. My question to you, I asked it, and I don't think anybody really answered me yet, was what words do you guys use to describe yourselves? Well, Susan answered me for a second. But I know there's a lot more than just Susan on this. So I'm talking to all of you. I want you guys to answer this question. I want to impact your life tonight. I want you guys to change. Tonight, I want to be a defining moment in your life where you realize something clicked, the light bulb went off, and you went, holy shit, I get it. I get it. I get what I need to do now. I understand how I can move forward. I may not get the whole concept yet, but man, I get what step one really means. I get that I don't have to understand how the light bulb is made to turn on the light and have it to shine light. I really want that for all of you tonight. I want you guys to just hear my words and to let them drive into your mind. Let them drive into your heart. Think about what I am saying. Listen to this podcast over and over again, because I'm telling you, I really think it's going to take a couple times for everything that I've said tonight to sink in. I really do. I mean, I don't even remember half the stuff I've been saying. I think I'm talking like I'm talking in tongues right now. But that's how I work. I'm an action person. So for me, if I don't ever plan out what I'm going to say. None of this tonight was planned. All I knew today going into tonight was I wanted to focus on the goal tracker how it worked, how it would help you guys, and the words that you guys use. And I think I've done a really good job. Fantastic, exceptional job at doing that. I mean, I feel amazing already about what we've talked about. And as most of you guys know, that the best part of my podcasts are usually after I say, okay, we're done, and I stop recording, and then I answer a couple of questions, which, by the way, I'm not going to do anymore. I'm going to leave it recording because I don't want any of you guys to miss any of the golden nuggets, any of our ninja moves, any of these tricks, these tools and resources to help guide our mindset. Because, man, your world that you live in is in your mind. Please understand that. If you shut your eyes right now, guys, if all of you close your eyes, you're living in your mind. Your eyes, it's just a visual. Even when you touch things, it's just a sensory. That the way that your phone feels, the way that your skin feels. Touch your hand right now. Touch your hand. The way that your skin feels right now is just the way that your mind is interpreting the sensation that you're feeling in your fingertips. Do you understand that? This whole world, everything that we're doing, it's all in your mind. All of it. And how your brain processes the information. That's what I mean by this business. By your success in life is going to be 95% mental. It's going to be in the way that you interpret the information, the way that you give the information, the way that you lead people, the way that you follow people, the way that you understand things that are said, and the way that you communicate your ideas. All of it. And go ahead, tell me, hey, you know what, Pete? That's cool. I'm not going to be a leader. Yeah, you are. If you're going to be successful, you're definitely going to be a leader. Because successful people help. Successful people lead. Period. They lead. That's what they do. And you know what? If you're going to tell me, you know what, Pete, I feel uncomfortable because I've never I've never led anybody before. Great. Get over it. Just go do it. Who do you lead? Go find somebody's kids. Teach them how to play a game. Teach them how to do something. Go on to c2crea.com/games and download the mobile app or the mobile game and play that with your kids. Play that with your friends. Get people involved with playing the game of real estate and start explaining to them why it's so amazing and why you love it so much. Because that's what's going to get people excited about what you're doing, is seeing your passion, not you showing them numbers, not you showing them statistics, not you showing them research. None of that means shit to anybody. I'm telling you right now, what's going to sell you is your passion for doing it, your passion of why it's exciting for you. That's what's going to get your friends involved with what you're doing. That's what's going to get your family involved with what you're doing, is your passion. That's what we're talking about. You want to know what I'm talking about? Go to forceyourdreams.com or forceyourdreams.com. That you can download my book, right? Right now we're going to talk about successful people read. Look, there are 4 books that I'm going to tell you guys you should get. How to Instantly Connect with Anyone by Leo Lowndes. Force Your Dreams into Reality by Pete Asmus. The Unfair Secrets of Hypnotic Selling with NLP by Franz Anton Mesmer II. And then Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. Those 4 books are amazing. If you don't have access to those 4 books, I can get you. I can even get you the audio to Never Eat Alone. My thing is, you should read them. None of them are long. They're all between 40 and 60 pages, but we're talking an ebook. So, I mean, how many words are on an ebook page? Like 100? You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna kill you. If you haven't read my book, you definitely need to go get that tonight, right now. www.forceyourdreams.com and download that book. Or even just go to c2crea.com and right off on the side, it says download my ebook, and you can put your information in and get it sent to you right now. That book you should read now. That book will tell you what to do in order to achieve what you're looking to achieve, to create your dream, to force your dream into reality. It's going to tell you what to do. The book that I'm writing right now, the Unlock Your Reality, that's how to do it. That's all with the questions. And that's the series that we're going through right now. So if you want to jump to the start of this series, I believe this series started on 18, Journey to Success number 18, I believe, or 17. 17 or 18 is the start of this one. So when you guys start reading, you're going to start realizing that the words will stick in your head. When we read words, we see them. That visual imprint is going to help them retain in our memory. And the more you read them, the more they're going to stick. So you know what I'm going to say now, right? Don't just read my book once. You need to read it 7 times within 3 weeks. 7 times in 3 weeks. And I promise, every time you read my book, you will see something different in it. You will get something different out of it. And if you don't, email me. And if you do, email me. I love testimonials about the book. And I know that a lot of times people just get busy. And look, I get that. But it took me a long time to write that book, A. B, I'm giving it to you for free. So please do me the courtesy and have the respect at least to give me a testimonial or a not even a testimonial. Give me a review on the book. If you don't like it, if you hate it, review it. Tell me you hate it. I'm okay with that. I'm a big boy. I got big boy pants on. So if you don't like something that I do, you can go ahead and blast me. That's okay. But what isn't okay is just not saying anything. Right? If you read it, talk about it. Share it. Facebook, whatever. But share it. Share things. Share things that help you in your life. That's what I've done. That's what I'm trying to do with you guys. So help give back to me a little bit too. That for me would be awesome. Yes, you do have to put in a /. So every time, I don't know why, I think it might have something to do with WordPress, but I was asked if when you put in c2creia.com /goals, do you need to put in another / after goals? Yes, with every single one of ours, for some reason you have to. And I don't get it. Some Mac devices don't require it. Some do. I don't have a PC, so I'm just going to say if you have that / on the end of everything, you won't have a problem. Okay? So all you've got to really know with our website is c2creia.com. All right? Then /, and you can insert anything like podcasts, webinars, calendars, goals, any of those things, and then a / and it'll take you right to that page immediately. And we're also putting tabs up there to help you get through it. We're redesigning the website. We're redesigning the logo a little bit. The website to make it more user friendly, the logo to simplify it a little bit more. And we're creating stickers, and we've got the wristbands and everything. We're just trying to really do everything we can to keep your goals and your success at the forefront of your mind. So, let's see. Let's keep going, right? Here we go. You can download. We're going to go past all of these. Well, we'll go back to that one. If you go to our pages, you can go to c2ccredit.com and you can see who we use for our credit. We've got C2C lending. We've got C2C buying group and C2C insurance. And all of these are people that we personally use. And the reason we want to share this every time is because we want you guys, I know there's some new people on this call. One of the problems we had with gurus and all this stuff was they always shared with us who they wanted us to use. But you never got to see who the guru used. Look, show me who you're using to do your deals. Show me what realtor you're using to find your deals. Show me da-da-da-da-da, right? So here's what we've done. We're showing you who we're using to build our credit. Now, you may say, well, look, my credit's a 700. Fantastic. Ivan's was a 760 when he started building his credit to get to an 850. All right. So you don't have to have a 430 score in order to build your credit. We're not talking credit repair. We're talking credit optimization, which is all about improving your credit and fixing the problems that would drive your score down, not just putting a Band-Aid over the problem. All right. Now, when it comes to lending, that's with AAPL, American Associates of Private Lenders. And, We use them for lending on some of our projects. We're also working with them to create some new programs that'll be aggressive programs to help you guys and help loan money to you guys so you don't have to use banks. All right. So go check them out. Again, these don't, you're not going to pay for anything to go and check it out. It's all free to check out. Buying group. That again, it's free. If you guys are out and spending money on paint, spending money at Lowe's, spending money at Sears, any of that stuff, why would you not want to save money? It just doesn't make sense not to. And this isn't something where you come in and you become part of this buying group and now you go to Sears and they give you this upper price and then they take it. It's not no. Whatever the price was, and then you get X number of percent off, period. You can go to c2cbuyinggroup.com and you can go ahead and register for that right now and get those savings. And then C2C Insurance, and it's who we use on all of our properties. We use NRIG, a company called NRIG. It's they are amazing. They set up portfolio style investing or style of insurance, so you can put projects in and pull projects out instead of starting and stopping riders. And it makes it a lot more convenient for an investor. So, we just wanted to show you guys who we actually use to accomplish our goals. All right. Whoa. And then, where are we at here? All right. That's right. And then we have the whole getting on the radio, right? Guys, we're always looking for people. Genevieve, I know you said that you called in, but I still have not heard it. If you guys want to call in, it's just 888-570-7464. That's 888-570-7464. All you got to do is call in and say, hi, I'm Genevieve from San Diego. And my question is, where do you guys get or use your, who do you guys use for title insurance, or who do you use to do the titles for your properties? Which I believe is what you texted me your question was. Something to that degree, although if you're not Genevieve, I would highly suggest not using Genevieve, right? If you're Jeremy, you can go ahead and say Jeremy. Or if you're Jonathan or Deborah or Mike, or, say your name and where you're from. And then ask us a question. We want these questions for the radio. The more, the better. So don't think that, hey, I can only ask one and then I'm out. No, ask more than one. Ask 5, ask 10. Ask a bunch of different random questions. But ask them. Help us out. This definitely will help us. And then you guys can obviously listen to us on Saturday mornings. You can hear your calls, your questions live, or on Sunday morning. Saturday morning from 9 to 10 on Q1033 out of Riverside, California. And then on Sunday morning from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. out of San Diego, California on 1360 a.m. And the reason we have that is because I know there's a lot of you guys on the East Coast. And hey, East Coast people are up, right? 8 o'clock's not that early for you guys. So that's why I did that one. I figured, hey, that could help you guys out too. Or you can always email us at questions@c2cradioshow.com. All right. And it's that easy for that. Again, all you guys got to do to hook up with us, you can go to c2cria.com and you can connect up. YouTube, guys, I have a YouTube channel. There is over, I think, 205 videos on it now. But go check it out. Daily videos. There's so many videos on that. It's just crazy. All you got to do is go onto YouTube and then search Pete Asmus, all one word. It should pop me right up. Has the cover of my book on it. Subscribe right there and you'll get the daily videos emailed to you, I believe, every day when we do them, which will be cool for you. And then Facebook, you can go on there, join our Facebook at facebook.com/c2creia.com. You can also find me there at facebook.com/Pete.Asmus. That's PETE.ASMUS. And then find me on LinkedIn. I'm always looking for, it's crazy. I've got like 5 different LinkedIn skills that are above, I think 150 now or something like that, something crazy, but they only show you to 99 and above. And I keep trying to tell everybody, look, please put up my motivational speaking. Please put up my motivational speaking, please. And I think I'm sitting at like 18 or something on that. So if you guys are on LinkedIn, please hit me on motivational speaking on my skills. That's probably the thing I'm most passionate about, even more than real estate. I mean, I love inspiring people to take action. I love watching you do it. Real estate was fun for me in the beginning because I needed to create my own success. But now it's not that. It's about being significant. And significance is about creating others' success. Does that make sense? That's why I do this. So guys, thank you so much. If there's any questions right now, I want to go ahead and address those. If you guys have anything that you guys would like me to follow, to answer, okay, good. I knew that was your question, Genevieve. Go ahead and hit me up and ask me. Let me know what you guys think. Alan, that okay, and you know what? I had a couple of people saying that the / isn't necessary on the end of it, and that's true unless you're using an iPad or an iPhone. It, at least in my experience, it needed it. I'm just saying, if any of the links that we give you ever don't work, then put in that / at the end of it. All right. That way I know at least then it should. Oh my gosh, man, Sean, I'm getting myself tonight. Then at least I know. Well, no, I don't know. How else do I word that? At that point, it either will work or it won't, but most likely will. It has a 98% chance. I don't know how else to word that besides saying the word should. It should work. I think those words, I think we have to understand that those words can be applied in different ways, right? And if you're saying, hey, that should happen, that's different than saying I should do this. Does that make sense? It's all in the use of the word. Anyways, okay. Anybody else have any other questions at all? Genevieve, good thing to stay away from negative people. You have an extra forward. Yes, I was aware of that. Whole nother level. I do. I think tonight's webinar was ridiculous. I think we just busted a gasket on the sides of awesomeness for this. I think it really, I don't know. I'm stoked about what we did tonight, and I'm happy that everybody was here. I'm glad that we got this recorded. And like I said, guys, please share this on Facebook right now. Don't wait. You guys were on right now. You guys are on the internet. Jump on Facebook and say, hey, we just listened to Pete on this and it sucked or it was awesome. Whatever you feel. It helped me change my life. I'm thinking of things differently. Or, you know what? I haven't changed anything. The reality is, if I don't know how I'm affecting you, I can't improve. If you guys don't share with me on those daily videos, when you guys watch them, if you guys watch them and don't like them on YouTube, I don't know if you've seen them or not seen them. If you like them or don't like them. If you don't comment, I don't know. So that's another thing that you guys could do that could help me is share. When you guys are out there and you watch those videos, share what you see. You don't have to do it every single day, right? But maybe 2 to 3 times a week, right? I do 7 videos a week. Maybe out of 3 or 4 of them, you make a comment. You can like every single one of them. Nobody's going to hate you for that. All right? But it would help me, and I would appreciate it if you guys could do that. I would appreciate it if you could help us grow. And I think I've shared with you why it's important for us to grow. Because the larger this group gets, the better you guys are. The larger this gets, the larger accountability factors we have. The better you guys have, the higher chance, the better probability of you guys actually completing your goal because you have more people around you helping you do it. All right? So guys, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. My voice is about to shatter at this point now. It's done. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so grateful you were here. Please, again, you know what? I'm done. I'm done begging for any more help. You guys know what we need. You guys know what I'm asking for, and you know it's going to help you guys get to the next level too. So just do this. Go make it happen. As always, you guys put the why in our success. Have a great night, guys. Bye.